going to show you how to use the website SpendeDirekt, add projects, how to log your finances, and basically just administer your account as an organization. So the first thing, if the website is in German and you want to switch it, you can basically just press that button on the top right. It's going to switch everything into English. I'm going to show you the website on my laptop. You can also access it from your phone. It basically looks all the same, just a bit narrowed down. So the first thing you want to do is you log in. If you haven't received an account yet, just contact me and we'll set an account up for you. But basically, you should be able to log in here. If you forgot your password, you can press generate a new password, enter your email address, and send yourself a new password. If it's possible that the email is going to land in your spam folder, so just please check your spam folder and you should be fine. So basically, you log in here, set your password and everything, and boom, you're inside the account. So basically what you can do now is from my account up here, you can access all the functionality you need. So the user info, you basically can put in your details like address and things like that. Then one of the most, and maybe I should just add, if you have questions, like if you don't know what to do where, there is a short help section here. If you access the point help, there are some things explained here. And as always, like if you are struggling with anything, just like send me an email, call me or anything. I'm more than happy to help you. So the most important section for all organizations is the project section. Basically, what you can do here is you add a unique hashtag for each project. Like every project is supposed to have a unique hashtag because that's what's going to be used later on to add pictures to it. So you basically just create the project here and just so now I created the project with the hashtag QWERTY. You can see it here. You can delete or activate it, and if you press on it, you basically go into your standard project form. So what we have here is the base info, the budget, the reporting, and receipts. So the base info is basically the name of the project, like a really short description of your project. Try to make that short because if you don't make it short, it's like really short, it's gonna screw up all the like the layout. So what are the goals of the project? What is the target group? Like who are you doing the project for? Why do you want to do the project? On some points here, you also have the question mark, which adds some information as well. So what are the project activities? How many beneficiaries are you targeting? Like here you have the possibility to upload a header image. And if you have a movie for the project, you can add a movie here. The budgeting, it's basically like the start date and the end date. Then here you can specify whether or not your project is monthly or it's only once. Like if you have an infrastructure project, if you try to build something, then you would need the money once. But if you're like looking for, let's say if you have a recurring monthly thing going on, like meals every month, or like I don't know, football team, or something you have that has recurring costs, you can put here monthly. Then you put the cost of the project in local currency. Then here is a question whether or not your project has other donors than SpendeDirekt. And here the idea is linked to the budget spreadsheet. The idea is that you basically create a budget outside of SpendeDirekt and maybe a Google Sheet or somewhere, and then just link the budget here. So you can actually see how you calculated the cost. The reporting is basically just you telling us what's happening. Is it only planned? Is it already running? Is it delayed? Is it finished? Then what date is it actually finished? How many beneficiaries you reach? And if you have comments here, you can just add the comments. And I mean, there's quite some space here, so you can just add comments here whenever you want. An important section is also here, a receipt section. So the basic idea is that if you have expenses, for every expense you would we create a receipt. So what you do, you can do this on your phone. You can like take a picture from your phone. So you would write down here what is the receipt for. For example, I don't know, you bought like 1,000 stones for some building or something like that. Then you would add a picture of the receipt. You would put in the amount of the receipt, and then you can update and upload the receipt, which will which will create here all your receipts. If you put an amount here, this amount will automatically like add up, and you will later on see how much money you spend on each project. So maybe just try to add an amount to show you that. So let's say 1,000, 10,000. No, it worked. So yeah, so here you can now see the description, amount, and the date you added it. If you did something wrong, you can also easily delete it. So let's switch to the finances. Yeah, so because this will show you the amount you just put in. So there is already another receipt here that showed 10. So now you see all the receipts are added up here, and you can see how much money you actually have received. So if we start the money transfers, you will be able to log your transfers here. So in the end, we will see how much money you actually receive. In the organization section, you basically can change all the info you see on your page. So if, for example, see the NDC page, you have here the header picture, you have the text here, you have the picture of the organization, and this text here, which you can all change in this section. So you see the image logo, the header, image of the owner, link to the Facebook URL, tagline, description, etc. Like all the text you see on your on your organization page, it can be changed here. And also maybe to show you example of the project. Here you have the Chandi Tourism Sector Development Project. So if you go on NDC and then you go on project, and here you can see the project that you put in, like with all the information you added. So now if you look at, for example, NYO, and go here, see the projects. Let's see this one, the finished one. What you can see is that NYO added some pictures here. This is basically done with, if you remember, we were talking about hashtags. So if you on your Facebook page publish a post and you add the hashtag you define for your project, then the the post will actually end up here. So you can show people pictures of your finished or of your run project. So in this message section, like when people donate, they will have the opportunity to send you messages. They will show up here. So yeah, I mean that's basically it. Maybe short recap. We have the user information where you can add your address. We have the projects where you can add your projects and where you can report your spendings. And we have the organization tab where you can change the organization, the information with regards to your organization. Then we have the finances, which shows you how much money you have received, how much money you have spent. Messages again, which just show you messages from donors. And the help section is basically like short summary of everything I just told you. And again, if you have any questions whatsoever, also, if you have feedback, like the website is not perfect yet, if you have feedback on improvements, I'm more than happy to like listen to you and try to improve the website so you can work as as good as so everything works as good as possible. So thank you for listening and have cheerio, I guess.